Tonight, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos taking on Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
The final game of the opening weekend of 2020. Time for football from Denver. Broncos and Titans. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The former Missouri Tiger, Drew Lock, will be at quarterback as he leads out the Denver Broncos.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. 2nd and 5. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Locke. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Lock working out of the gun. This is the tight end fan. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
Not only did Ryan Tannehill resurrect his career in 2019, he may now serve as a blueprint for quarterbacks looking for a second opportunity. He moved from Miami to Tennessee, took over the starting job for Marcus Mariota in Week 7 last year, and wound up leading the NFL in quarterback rating. And the Titans went 8-3 in his 11 starts, snuck into the playoffs, and went to the AFC Championship game. His future is bright in Nashville, and he expects to be the starter there for many years to come.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. That 2nd down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. From his goal line here, Tannehill trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons, and that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. One more time with Lindsey, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Broncos have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be out right at the 35. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Tannehill. Hard throw, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They snap it to Tannehill. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now it's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, Tannehill. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Throwing again is Tannehill. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. A give to Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Locke. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Back to throw, Tannehill. Quick slant to Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. It's caught, Humphries. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it's second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Michael O.J. Mudia. 20. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Lindsey. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So give him the first down, 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsey with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because They're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Now McManus for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by a Phillip Lindsay touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. This is Jeff Swain, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Tannehill, eluding the pressure right. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Duke Dawson picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Denver's offense ready to go again. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. But it'll be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a handoff to Henry. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this 1st quarter, and he's got a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Down, Henry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Now Tannehill. Flushed out right. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Out there to start their next drive, Phillip Lindsay and the Broncos. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsay. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's got his tight end fan. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. On On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. The 20. He will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
First down, Henry, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the right side with Henry, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Drew Lock once again leads the Broncos out. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
Well, right now, what he's looking forward to doing is finding a way to get the added weight on his back. Is it like that monkey that Steve Young was talking about? Remember that in the Super Bowl?
Oh, the 95 Super Bowl.
Right, when they beat the Chargers, and, you know, he had that weight of expectations and past greats on his back. In this case, it's just bad play. Can he shake it off and then be able to play loose and free and help his team out?
See if he can do just that. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On first down, right back to Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Here's Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Tannehill. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. They are going for it. It's Tannehill escaping the pressure right. He finds Humphreys. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the rookie runner from App State, it's Darrington Evans. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. You know, projections for him were a little all over the board. Some saw him as a day 3 pick, maybe a little bit higher, but here he is, round 3.
I do know teams that had him listed as a first-round talent. I also had teams that had him listed as a day 3 guy, which is rounds 4 through 7. So him going in the 3rd round kind of fit in the middle. I think he's going to have a chip on his shoulder wanting to prove that he should have been taken higher.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses It's understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this one is right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this, Charles, the final game of the return to football weekend 2020, but we'll be right back at it in 3 days from now. Thursday night football, Cincinnati and Cleveland. No love lost between those two. A good one in the AFC North. Thursday, 8:20 Eastern on EA Sports. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock, there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9. Now to the air. Lock. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I know a lot of Denver fans are really excited about the possibilities for Courtland Sutton now that Drew Lock is entrenched as their starting quarterback. Remember, last season, the last 5 games with Lock as the guy in charge, the team went 4-1. I think they'll only get better and better. As for the season, Courtland Sutton had 1,112 yards and 6 touchdowns with 3 different quarterbacks. Just put the ball in his vicinity, and he'll make a play.
This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is now 2. That time a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by a Phillip Lindsay touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On third down, here's Evans. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Tannehill.
The debate about evaluating running backs will always continue.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Block now on first down. Dancing to his left. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Tannehill now to throw, and that's caught by Smith. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. On first down, it's Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To the air again, Tannehill. On the screen, this is Evans. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Throwing again is Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where you see the final score there. 24-21, the final score. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati to check in on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting L.A. Chargers. 19-15, the final in a tight one. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Tyreek Hill, well over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. In our game has been Ryan Tannehill, who's had the hot hand in the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill, back to Brown, this time complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half, and now 7 on the game. Tannehill on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, Tannehill. It's caught, Humphries. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Evans. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Hamler now on the return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
On second down and 4. Locke, he completes this to Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. From just shy of midfield, Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, Lindsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. On second and a couple, Locke. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Locke working out of the gun. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. Locke and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver first down. Locke now on first down. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton there to make the grab. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Locke looks to throw it again. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Let's get off the field.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On the give, this is Evans. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down. They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. From the 44, Tannehill. His throw incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Well, certainly not often that we see an offensive team kind of breathe a sigh of relief when a ball is tipped and falls incomplete. But when you've thrown 4 interceptions in the game, that actually counts as not progress, but counts as something good because it didn't go against your team, and now he gets a chance to make another throw.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. Tannehill finding Davis for a Titan 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Evans. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. Now a 1st carry for their fullback.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play, he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. On 4th down, Tannehill. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 1st down, it's Evans. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run with Evans. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Well, getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Or are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way, they want him to score. I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll look to run with Evans. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Darrington Evans with his first career touchdown in his first career game as his guys are able to regain the lead. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. On 1st down, Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Jackson. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans now just about ready to take over. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll begin on the ground with Evans. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll go again here with Evans.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Play action. It's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Like 42, like 42. Here we go. Defense,
of the gun, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play that time for the Titans.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The Titans were #1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Darrington Evans making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown run from Darrington Evans. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Evans. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on 1st down. Evans, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to Evans, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. On the screen, this is Evans. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 26. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 26-yard line. Now Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Evans. Down to the 25. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill flush to his right. And this one complete to Smith. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Evans. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. This is Perry. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
On 2nd down, a run with Evans. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Tannehill now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Gostkowski's kick is good, and that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. KJ Hamler returning it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They need a touchdown, the two-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. This is Gordon on the dump-off. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Shotgun snap to Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Nice catch there by the rookie out of Alabama, Jerry Jeudy, and I am fired up to see the chemistry develop between he and Drew Lock, their quarterback, and in addition, Courtland Sutton, their Pro Bowl wide receiver from last year. This might be the best pair of receivers the Broncos have had since Demaryius Bebe Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. This should be fun for Bronco fans to watch.
Lock now on first down. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Lock again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jack Crawford, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And McManus able to put it through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Man, why are we doing this?
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. On the ground, it's Evans. They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13. Now on 2nd and 13. Tannehill flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
On 1st down, it's Evans, and he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Evans. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lock. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Broncos on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Christian Fulton, the rookie, picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
And the lead is up to 15 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now Drew Lock and the Broncos. Down by 15. 2:19 to play. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores.
Ready, ready. Commit. Play. Let's go, D.
Lock trying again after the pick 6. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Lock now on 1st down. Got Gordon open, completes it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Going underneath for Gordon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Lock's trying to hurry him up with that clock running. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll get it down here to the 43. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Again, it's Locke. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Tennessee, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Denver, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.